Hey everyone, so welcome to Trestle Bike Park. This is hands down the best riding destination I've ever been to. It's got jumps, it's got tech, it's got everything, it's just incredible. And today I'm going to take you all along with me. Now as you can see, I'm heading up on the gondola. Now let's go take a warm-up lap and then maybe move on to some bigger stuff in the afternoon. Now for me, I've already spent a day or two around here, so I'm not going to be fumbling around the park. Now from what I've learned from my roof experience here is a really good warm-up lap is a trail called Cheyenne. It is pretty long, it's not that steep, it's got loads of berms and a few jumps on it, and it's just generally good for just a good warm-up lap. So here we're just moving on to another trail called Blue Crush. It's pretty similar to Cheyenne. It's got a lot more tight and smaller berms on it, but I prefer it just because it's a little bit shorter and bypasses some of the flatter parts of Cheyenne. And these berms, if you hit them really well, they're so fun.
It's loving it, it's super annoying.
So here we converge back on Cheyenne. So that's enough kind of flow warm up, so now let's move on to some tech. Now this trail here is called Wall Street. It starts off with some huge berms, but slowly moves on to some tech, which is really fun.
Giant ass berms.
Now for me, I was planning to just continue down another trail called Long Trail, but I'm feeling pretty good after that run, so I'm gonna go down Rainmaker, and this trail is basically the equivalent of A-Line at Whistler, just a bit smaller. Now, this is just so fun.
Starts off a few rollers, then some big step downs. Biggest string of jumps in this section of Rainmaker. There for nearly 30 feet, I think. Oh, that's so smooth. That last one's a little bit of a step up.
So after kind of dabbling in that short middle section of Rainmaker, let's move on to one of my all-time favorite trails here called No Quarter. Now this trail is known for its wooden features, and they're not big, but they are extremely fun.
Off with a big wooden drop, then a big jump that has an optional wall ride. Another drop, and here is the big wooden jump. Oh, that's so good. Step up. Step down.
So that's the end of No Quarter. Now we're just moving on to another trail. This is called Long Trail. It's just got some nice high-speed berms and a few features along the way. It's really fun.
been really fun if I knew what was happening.
Yeah. All these berms are good.
So that was the end of Long Trail. Now there is a way that you just continue down the trail all the way and go down to the gondola, which you can take up, but most of my favorite trails are all the way at the top. So I'm going to take this other chairlift called Eskimo and just take that back up to the top. So for my next lap, since I've already had a good warm-up, I'm going to head down Rainmaker, which I've already done a little bit of, but that was only a short section. And then I'm gonna take this green trail, which is just a connector, to this blue trail called Paperboy. And Paperboy is just a really nice jump trail. It's the Crank It Up of Trestle. And that takes me to this other chairlift called Olympia, which takes me even higher up the mountain and gives me even more elevation.
These giant tabletops. They look like nothing on camera, but they're huge. Each and every one of these is bigger than the Warmup tabletop.
So now I'm gonna take a green trail called Green World, and it's pretty boring if I'm gonna be honest. So I'm just gonna skip ahead to what comes after it, which is a blue jump trail called Paperboy. So here I am at the Olympia chairlift. Now, for those of you who made it this far, thank you. And I know that this video is a lot longer than it usually is, so thank you for that. But to see my next run, where I go all the way up to the very top of the mountain, you're gonna need to watch the next video. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.
Great. Thank you.